There is a article that's going by and going through and making its rounds. And let me tell you, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Could have called this one. I'm going to break down what's true and what's untrue. Let's listen. According to NBA YoungBoy's team, he has been banned from performing in the state of Louisiana by the New Orleans police superintendent for as long as she's still working. She has had an issue with YB having family time on his birthday after the show in a private closed facility away from all people, just family and close friends. She says while she's in office, we will never perform in Louisiana again because of it. The world will know the lengths in which these officials are trying to stop this man's success. F this lady, and we will fight back for the state of Louisiana. And y'all can see that this is Kirkpatrick, police officer, source WWNO, born 1959, 66 years old, education, universities of Memphis King's University, Seattle University, and Kirkpatrick is an American law enforcement officer and the current superintendent of the New Orleans Police Department. Now, that article has some truth to it, but it's not real. It's not. Because the city police chief can't ban you from a whole entire state. That's not how that works. So what's actually happening is that they're looking at the cost to debt ratio and they're saying, dang, we ain't got no bread. We ain't got no money. So that statement is true a little bit because this is the same woman. When I told y'all this shit happened, y'all was like, oh no. This is the same woman who spearheaded getting rid of Lil Wayne performing the Super Bowl in the city. It had nothing to do with Jay-Z. Let me help you guys out. What happens is this. Jay-Z and his team, they come up with 3 freaking artists. They give the city council with the mayor and the police chief vote on who it is that can come in and perform in the Super Bowl in that city. Is what it is. So, with no further ado, you have that going on. And I told y'all, bruh, they're trying to get rid of him. They are. They don't want him back in New Orleans. And the reason they don't want him back in New Orleans is how much money they had to shell out. Why? Well, I'm going to break down something for y'all real quick with these news clips, and then I'm going to show you, I'm going to walk you through exactly what the hell it really means behind the scenes. Roll it.
Members are calling for an emergency budget hearing.
Gabby Killett says that it's due in part to the government shutdown.
While the mayor's chief administrative officer, Joe Threat, says that the city's cash flow issue is worse than city leaders thought. Mayor-elect Helena Moreno and Councilman Joe Giarrusso say they held an urgent meeting with Threat this morning. The council members explained Threat said they may not be able to afford payroll for the rest of the year. Giarrusso says it's because the city fronts money for FEMA and that due to limitations from contracts and the federal government shutdown, reimbursements have lagged. He says the situation requires immediate action.
This is on a super compressed time frame now where we're learning information on a Tuesday. We're going to have a budget committee meeting on Wednesday to discuss the particulars so we can suss it all out and find solutions, and then Thursday potentially taking some action.
This is yet another hit to the budget, and so now, we just need to ensure that the public knows that there's something else that's not good that's about to be discussed tomorrow, and that we all need to work together to figure out solutions.
The risk to payroll comes after a legislative auditor found the city has a $160 million deficit. Giarrusso and Moreno assure city employees that resolving this issue is a top priority. They say they hope to do so with legislative action and that they will discuss the matter with city officials tomorrow at 3 in the afternoon. It's not clear how much longer the city can pay its workers if this issue isn't resolved. We reached out to Mayor LaToya Cantrell's administration about these budget concerns, but didn't immediately hear back.
Now, let's understand something. The Super Bowl brought in $1.25 billion. And taxes and all this stuff, state and locally, at a combined $82.7 million. That's what they did. When you look at it, the city is like they barely broke even on the Super Bowl. What happens is these things, right? We have these huge freaking, how can I say this the left way? These huge events that happen, and the cities that host them aren't intelligent enough to raise the taxes by like 10%, just specifically for the week. You know what I mean? When you have tourists in your city and they're here for a major event, you raise the taxes by at least 10%. You vote on it real quick, a quick measure. Hey, when these major cities come in, these major events come in, bro, we need to go ahead and tax it. They don't do that. So the infrastructure of New Orleans and the stealing, the way that the parishes go out there in Louisiana as a whole, there's, I don't want to use the S word, but they're morons in allegiance to the police. It's terrible. See, what the cops don't tell you, what they fail to tell you is, these cops, they make money on overtime. On overtime. A 12-hour shift basically is the time you have and just switch it all the way into the next one that mirrors the exact same one. What are you talking about, Nash? We don't know what the hell that means. So if I start a shift at 5 a.m., if I get off at 5 p.m., that's a 12-hour shift. That's simple. This is what they do. They want 12-hour shifts. That way they can get their vacations. They can do whatever they do. Most of these police departments, man, they starting off at like 75,000, 79,000. I think the national average is probably like between 52 to 55,000 nationally. The reason why y'all ain't cops is due to pride and stupidity. I'm going to be honest. Look, if any of my family members wanted to go be cops, man, I'm telling you, go ahead and do it. You would be an idiot not to be a cop today. The way jobs are going, you niggas who don't want to be cops, y'all stupid as hell, bruh. Nah, AI ain't gonna replace no goddamn police officer. They ain't gonna allow it. But back to it. Yeah, they don't want NBA YoungBoy back in New Orleans. He made all the money. The team made all the money. The Smoothie King Center, the private company that owns them, they made all the money. The cities and the states are too dumb to raise their taxes during certain parts of the year and certain things, and they don't understand. People come out there to spend money. The hotels were not full when NBA YoungBoy's concert popped off. You want to know why? It wasn't that hard to drive 3 hours, 2 hours to come down there and go right back home. It is what it is. Majority of those people that was from there, bruh, majority, and let's understand, majority is 51%. Majority of people that came to that show were from Louisiana or from Alabama. Well, Mississippi too. We can do that. Yeah, because Mississippi is literally right there, a couple hours away. Just take that 55. But that's what that is, bro. It is what it is, man. But yeah, they're trying to get rid of them. Have they fully did it? No. Behind closed doors conversation, 100%. That definitely happened. That I ain't gonna say who said it, but nah. So that article is really about people who caught wind of what the hell what they're trying to do. It's not just NBA YoungBoy though. Let's understand, they're trying to get rid of a majority of urban rap. I'm gonna say urban rappers, but basically urban music stuff. The Essence Fest, that shit ain't making no money there. They'll lie to you and say, "Oh yeah, no, it ain't making no money there, bruh." The stuff that the city does behind closed doors is the reason why. It's a whole lot of corruption. Whole lot of corruption that go on down there in New Orleans. But hey, it is what it is. Share to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn on that bell, stay notified. We just hit 32K at the 100K giveaway. I think we'll just, that'll be the last giveaway we do. It's a whole lot of things. I'm probably gonna give away 3 things. We can probably add a couple more of these. So it is what it is. But hey, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Reloaded. Click right here to see the what the hell is that? Hood Rich Pablo Juan story. Y'all wanted it. I gave it to y'all. I thought he was going to drop something, but he didn't. I was waiting to drop it when he dropped his music so they could push him in the algorithm, but I guess not. So click right here to get that Hood Rich Pablo Juan story, or click right here for the playlist because y'all like what we do over here on the Reloaded channel better. I'll catch y'all in the next one.